Greetings, salutations, and good Monday to you all. Welcome to another edition of Southern Sports Focus. And what I got for you today, our team of the week, Embarrassment of the week, and we'll hand out some game balls for week 3. And it was a great weekend of football. And team of the week, I thought about Georgia Tech. Definitely Georgia warranted consideration. But ultimately, I went with the Texas A&M Aggies. Because this win could be an indication of maybe a new day in College Station, if you will. Now, I might be exaggerating here because it's a long season, but let's be real. In the previous regime, with a higher profile coach, with a more highly rated recruiting class, and lofty preseason rankings, these were the kind of games A&M almost never won. They beat a top 25 team on the road for the first time since knocking off then number 3 Auburn in November of 2014. The Aggies had lost 13 straight road games to ranked opponents, and Mike Elko's team had plenty of opportunities to just fold. There was a 99-yard kickoff return for a touchdown that was called back for holding. Elko was taking out his frustrations on a folding chair after tirade on his defense. Overcoming adversity on the road like this, not something we're used to seeing from Texas A&M, and that earns them our team of the week. How about the embarrassment of the week? I had a few teams I considered for this one, but I went with South Carolina. Now, yes, I know Vandy is not as awful as we're used to. Lenora Sellers left the game due to injury. But anytime you get beat in that fashion by a conference opponent 31-7 at home, my friends, it's embarrassing. It was a game at William Bryce Stadium, a stadium that Gamecock fans insist is one of the toughest to play in the country. Well, yeah, it was tough, all right. It was tough for South Carolina fans to watch. 4 turnovers. They had to witness the Commodores dominate the line of scrimmage and manage a nearly 12-minute edge in time of possession. And yes, I know, star quarterback Lenora Sellers was knocked out of the game because of a dirty targeting hit by Vanderbilt's Langston Patterson. But that even before the Doors had a 14-7 lead, and Norris, while accurate with his arm, only had 94 yards passing on 7 attempts and -3 rushing. South Carolina also had 8 penalties, and All-American edge rusher Dylan Stewart obviously decided he had enough and wanted to go to the locker room early, as he was ejected in the 4th quarter for the unsportsmanlike conduct after shoving a Vanderbilt player. The turnovers, the penalties, just being absolutely dominated at their place. That's why South Carolina is our embarrassment of the week. So let's hand out some game balls, shall we? And we'll start with Vanderbilt. Nick Rinaldi of Vanderbilt. The senior linebacker had 7 total tackles, 5 solo, a sack, 2.5 tackles for a loss total, in Vandy's 31-7 road win at South Carolina. There was Aiden Burr of Georgia Tech. Yeah, I'm giving the kicker some love. 3 of 3 field goals, including a 55-game winner where the field goal unit had to do a fire drill kick, rushing onto the field, no timeouts, as the Ramblin' Wreck beat Clemson 24-21. Gunnar Stockton of the Georgia Bulldogs, first SEC road start for the junior quarterback. Yeah, all he did, 304 yards, 2 touchdowns, 38 yards rushing, and a touchdown on the ground, as the Dogs defeated Tennessee in Knoxville 44-41 in overtime. We'll recognize Deshaun Spears of LSU. The sophomore safety had 2 of LSU's 5 interceptions and returned one of those for a touchdown in the Tigers' 20-10 win versus Florida. Mario Craver of Texas A&M, 7 receptions, 207 yards and a touchdown for the Aggie wideout as A&M defeated Notre Dame in South Bend 41-40. Trinidad Chambliss of Ole Miss, he stepped in for the injured Austin Simmons and showed out. 21-29 passing, 353 yards, 62 rushing, 3 total touchdowns in the Rebels' 41-35 win over Arkansas. There was Mark Fletcher Jr. of Miami, the running back, 16 carries, 120 yards, 2 touchdowns in the Canes' 49-12 rubbing over South Florida. Ty Simpson of Alabama, 24-29 of passing, 382 yards, 4 touchdowns in the Tide's 38-14 win versus Wisconsin. Jake Retzleff of Tulane, 245 passing, 111 on the ground, 4 rushing scores for the Greenwood quarterback as Tulane defeated Duke 34-27. And finally, Evan Jackson of North Texas, the junior safety, 4 tackles plus an interception, returned for 60 yards as the Mean Green routed Washington State 59-10. So that's my team of the week, Embarrassment Week, and Game Balls. What would you add to that list? What did I get right? What did I get wrong? Leave it in the comments, and have a great day, everyone.